Atlantis. Just the name conjures images of a magnificent island civilization, a utopia of advanced technology and profound wisdom, swallowed by the sea in a single day and night of misfortune. For thousands of years, this story has captivated philosophers, explorers, and dreamers alike. But is it just a myth, a cautionary tale penned by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato? Or is there a kernel of truth buried beneath the waves, waiting to be rediscovered? Today, we re-diving deep into one of history's most enduring mysteries, the search for the lost continent of Atlantis. Our story begins around 360 BC with Plato. In his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, he describes Atlantis as a powerful naval force located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which we now know as the Strait of Gibraltar. He paints a picture of an island larger than Libya and Asia Minor combined, with a concentric city of alternating rings of land and water, ruled by kings descended from Poseidon, the god of the sea. Their society was rich, technologically advanced, and morally pure. But as the story goes, hubris and greed corrupted them. As a punishment, the gods unleashed earthquakes and floods, and the great island of Atlantis vanished into the depths of the ocean. Plato claimed the story was passed down through his family from the great Athenian statesman Solon, who heard it from Egyptian priests. He presents it as historical fact, but was it? Many of his contemporaries, including his own student Aristotle, dismissed Atlantis as pure fiction, a noble lie created to illustrate his ideal state. For centuries, that was the prevailing view. The tale of Atlantis was seen as an allegory, a philosophical tool, not a historical account. But then, something shifted. In the late 19th century, a writer and amateur archaeologist named Ignatius Donnelly published a book called Atlantis, the Antediluvian World. Donnelly argued passionately that Plato's story was true. He proposed that Atlantis was a real place, the mother culture of ancient civilizations, like the Egyptians, Mayans, and Incas. He linked similarities in their pyramids, mythologies, and languages back to this single lost source. His book was a massive success, and it single-handedly reignited the public's fascination with Atlantis, transforming it from a philosophical footnote into a popular sensation. Suddenly, the hunt was on. If Atlantis was real, where was it? This question has launched countless expeditions and spawned dozens of theories, placing the lost continent all over the globe. One of the most compelling and scientifically debated theories points to the Aegean Sea and the island of Santorini, which was anciently known as Thera. Around 1600 BC, Thera was home to the highly advanced Minoan civilization. Then, a volcanic eruption of cataclysmic proportions blew the island apart. It was one of the largest volcanic events in human history, triggering massive tsunamis that would have devastated coastal communities across the Mediterranean. The parallels are striking. A powerful island civilization, advanced for its time, destroyed in a sudden natural disaster. The circular shape of the Santorini caldera even resembles Plato's description of the concentric rings of the Atlantean capital. Could the memory of this real-life catastrophe have been passed down through generations, eventually reaching the Egyptian priests, who told it to Solon, becoming the basis for Plato's story? Many archaeologists and geologists think this is the most plausible explanation. The timeline is off by thousands of years from Plato's account, but it's easy to see how details could have been exaggerated or mistranscribed over time. But Santorini is far from the only suspect. Other researchers, taking Plato's beyond the Pillars of Hercules literally, have looked out into the Atlantic Ocean. The Azores Islands, a volcanic archipelago, have been suggested as the mountain peaks of a submerged Atlantis. Some have pointed to the Bimini Road, an underwater rock formation off the coast of the Bahamas, claiming it's a remnant of an Atlantean wall or road. However, geologists have largely concluded that the Bimini Road is a natural geological formation. The search has gone even further afield. Theories have placed Atlantis in the North Sea, near the coast of Spain, in Antarctica, and even in South America. Each theory pulls on different threads of Plato's description: a specific geographical feature, a cultural similarity, or an ancient legend. For example, some have pointed to the vast, marshy landscape of Spain's Donana National Park, suggesting that a great city could lie buried beneath the silt, a victim of ancient tsunamis that frequently hit the Iberian coast. Satellite images have revealed strange rectangular shapes in the marshland, fueling speculation of buried man-made structures. So what does modern science have to say? Oceanographers and geologists are generally skeptical. The theory of plate tectonics makes the existence of a large continent sinking into the ocean in such a short time frame nearly impossible. Continents drift, they collide, they break apart, but they don't just sink. An island, especially a volcanic one, could certainly be destroyed and submerged, but not a landmass the size Plato described. This leads most mainstream scientists back to two conclusions. Either Atlantis is a complete fabrication, or it's a heavily mythologized account of a real, but much smaller, event like the destruction of Minoan Thera. But the lack of definitive proof hasn't stopped the search. And in a way, that's the real magic of Atlantis. It represents a deep human longing for a lost paradise, a golden age of wisdom and peace. It taps into our fear of nature as power and our fascination with the unknown depths of the ocean. Every time a new underwater ruin is discovered, every time a strange sonar anomaly appears on a screen, the question resurfaces: could this be it? For example, in recent years, sonar mapping has revealed incredible details of the seafloor. We found ancient shipwrecks, submerged Stone Age villages in the North Sea, and even the sunken Egyptian city of Heracleion, lost for over 1,000 years. These discoveries prove that entire communities can and do vanish beneath the waves. While none of them are Atlantis, they show that the ocean still holds countless secrets. Each discovery fuels the hope that one day we might find something that definitively links back to Plato's legendary island. The story of Atlantis is also a powerful cautionary tale, perhaps more relevant today than ever. Plato wrote that Atlantis was destroyed because its people became greedy, arrogant, and consumed by their desire for power. They waged unjust wars and lost their divine, virtuous nature. In a world grappling with climate change, social inequality, and the potential for self-destruction, the story of a great civilization collapsing under the weight of its own hubris feels eerily familiar. It's a reminder that no society, no matter how advanced, is immune to collapse. So, where does that leave us? Is Atlantis a real physical place waiting at the bottom of the sea? Or is it a map to a place within ourselves? A reminder of our potential for both greatness and self-destruction. Perhaps the true value of the Atlantis myth isn't in finding a sunken city, but in the questions it forces us to ask. It pushes us to explore the oceans, to study ancient history, and to reflect on our own society's values. The search for Atlantis is a testament to human curiosity and our unending desire to understand our past. Whether it was a real Bronze Age civilization, a clever political allegory, or a half-remembered dream, the lost continent continues to inspire us. It lives on in books, movies, and the imaginations of everyone who has ever stared out at the ocean and wondered what secrets lie beneath. And who knows? The ocean is vast and deep, and we've explored less than 20% of it. Maybe, just maybe, Atlantis is still out there, waiting. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the mystery of Atlantis. What do you think? Is it a real lost continent, a mythologized memory of the Minoans, or just a story? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time